Hey, friends, welcome back to noseyAF, conversations about art, activism, and social change. I'm your host and friend, Stephanie Graham, and we are deep into it with this 31 Days of Black Business series where we are interviewing, well, Black people with businesses. Oh my gosh. But you know what I mean. Black entrepreneurship, folks that have something really, really special going on, building things out here to make the world a better place. So today's guest wants you to love the hair you have, not the hair you wish you had. Charita Golden is the natural hairstylist behind Golden Tresses here in Chicago. And full disclosure, I am one of Charita's clients. This is my actual hairstylist on the show, y'all. How exciting is that? So I went into this interview a little nervous because, listen, if I mess this up, I still have to go get my hair done. And I mean, Charita has never messed up on my hair. So now I'm like, girl, I cannot mess up this interview. So there is a lot of pressure. But nonetheless, Charita is Black. She has a business and she deserves to be a part of this series. And I am so glad that she's a part of this series because I want you to patronize her business. Anyway, this is the theme song. You will love Charita just like I love Charita. And welcome to Nosy AF.
Get up, tell the whole world you a winner, winner. Vision of a star with a mission and a cause. What you doing, how you doing, what you doing, and who you are. Flex yourself, impress yourself. Check yourself, don't wreck yourself. If you know me, then you know that I be knowing what's up. Hey, Stephanie Graham is nosy as
Charita, welcome to Nosy AF.
Thank you. Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
I can't complain too much.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to have my actual hairstylist on the show.
Yes, I'm so happy that you invited me.
Yeah, I'm sort of nervous, honestly, because nobody else I know, but I'm like, oh my gosh, if I mess this up, then I have to come get my hair done, being the girl that messed up.
How can you mess this up?
I know, I
Now,
know.
now, what I don't want to do is mess it up, and then you
No.
be like, "Now, I cannot let her touch me again.
Oh my
I
gosh.
screwed up."
It's high stakes for both of us.
Yes, no, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah. So I think one thing I want to start with is you've said to me many a times, and I know even in just preparing for this conversation, is that you want women to love the hair they have and not the hair they wish they had. And what does that mean to you?
It really just means like, you have what you have, right? And your hair can be great in its own right. A lot of times we look at another hair to hair and we say, "Oh, I wish I had this and I wish I had that." But the hair that you have has its own magical powers, right? You just have to tap into them. And if you really pay attention and just love your hair genuinely versus tolerate your hair,
Mm,
right? I think that you can really reap the benefits of just all of the things that it can do because textured hair is amazing. This is why we have so many questions and so much curiosity from other cultures about our hair. It's not because they think that it's, weird or bad or negative. They are amazed at the things that we do, right? And we don't know our own power in just the head of hair that we have sometimes. And so I just wish that we could just focus on what we have and learn how to make that the best head of hair that you have.
yeah. And you've spent years working in natural hair care and education. What first drew you to maybe hair, but I think in particular natural hair?
I think it's because I come from a long line of women with beautiful long hair that were natural.
Mm.
Um, Finer textures, sure, but a combination of just both, right? I remember a friend of mine saying that, he thought only Black women that were mixed had long hair. And I told him, I'm going to invite you to my family reunion so you can see all of the dark chocolate women in my family with hair natural down their back that they don't have to relax. And it's crazy because you know how when people be like, "Oh, I've been singing since I was 3," you're always like, "Yeah, I guess," right? But, like, I've literally been playing in somebody's hair from the time that I was, like, really small, maybe I wanna say as young as, like, 10. My auntie used to have me put a big braid down the middle of her hair, a under braid.
Mm.
As soon as I would come in the door, she'd be like, "Oh, I'm so glad you had put this braid in my hair," or I would straighten my cousin's hair when my grandmother was at church. She would come back and she would smell she would smell it throughout the house. Cause we kids, we dumb,
Yeah.
we don't realize that she's gonna smell it when she come in the door. But mind you, I didn't burn out anybody's hair, so she screamed a little bit because it was like, "Girl, you coulda burnt out," but baby, they was silky smooth. So, I mean, I didn't always wanna do it professionally, but, oh my god, since I was a little tiny tot, I have been playing in somebody's hair or another.
Wow, so it's like a natural thing that just happened that you just started, like, you just have the gift of
You
hair.
know, and my mother used to put these little ratty ponytails in my sister hair and then tell me to take her outside with me. So, it was also like, "Baby, we gotta get this hair together because
Yeah.
kids are cruel." So, I've definitely had, like, plenty of practice, but I think it kinda came out of necessity.
I love it. I love that you were like, "Okay, mom will send you outside like this, but I'm not sending you outside like this."
No. Yeah, I used to be a little bit of a diva. I think I've kinda toned it down a little bit, but I wouldn't go outside without my hair combed, baby, okay?
Yeah. Do you believe in the phrase, like, "When you look good, you feel good"?
Definitely. Or even so, like, you can't always look how you feel. If you're
Mm,
having a bad day, sometimes that's nobody business but yours,
yeah,
you know? And you should be able to just present yourself so that although you are having a bad day, people can't hold it against you, you
yeah,
know? That
y
it's just not always their business, we try to all, say that that is not a big deal, but our visual experience with people says so much before any words are spoken, you know?
yeah, and it's, like, a really big deal for Black women.
Oh, it's such a big deal, and it's challenging because our hair cannot always be done in a 45-minute. Like, I've worked at blow dry bars where I've done a complete head in 45 minutes, and no, there were no women of color involved in that service because our hair just takes a little bit more, but that's also because it does so much more.
Yeah. Do you think that's why it makes it more, like, stressful because we can't maybe necessarily always have our hair done in 45 minutes, and it just needs, like, so much care and attention all the time?
I think that it's stressful because, as I said before, we're not doing the best job at learning our hair and learning what makes it move easily.
Yeah,
And everybody, whether it's a product or whether it's a technique, and most importantly, it's haircuts,
yeah,
and we stray away from the haircuts because we think that that means the short hair is taboo in some type of way, and I guess it's also the dating world. Men love hair. It's a whole thing for them. And women like versatility. So,
yeah,
sometimes we want to be short, sometimes we want to be long, sometimes we want to be comfortable, sometimes we want it to be convenient. So for us, it's different reasons than just aesthetics. So that's what I think makes it a little bit more stressful because you have a lot of different variables that you have to add into it. It's not just like, let me just get cute,
yeah,
because you can be cute and be tearing your hair completely up,
yeah.
but look good doing it,
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
So it's about balance. Like the balance gets crazy.
Yeah, and like you even said just now, letting our hair be great in its own lane and embracing its natural texture. What are some of, like, the biggest misconceptions you see that people have about texture?
Um, the one thing I think is like the terminology nappy. It's
Mm,
like it's almost if I were to say to somebody, "Ooh, your hair is nappy," like you clutch your pearls. It is like, oh my god, when literally naps are nothing but curls that haven't been combed.
Mhm.
right? And so that's not a negative thing. It's a state. It's a term used to describe a period in your hair, not the whole status, you
Yeah.
know, of your hair. But I think the biggest misconceptions is that haircuts are not necessary. These split ends are the
Yeah.
devil. They are the problem. They are the issue. They are why your hair does not perform the way you would like it to.
Wow.
And everybody thinks that it's a product that they use. Everybody think it's a lock method that they can use when a haircut is the main thing that most people need that would change their life. And it's not about staying your keeping your hair at a short length. It's just about maintaining healthy ends after you go and manipulate it and comb and brush and rake and braid and curl, all of the things, right? When you
Yeah.
do all of those things, you have to take care of split ends. And split ends also are it's not a disease, it's just a fact. It's going to happen
Yeah.
if you're taking something and combing it through, your strands or manipulating or pulling or whatever the case may be, you know? So it just has to happen. And so many women think like, there's no way my hair can grow if you keep cutting it or it's still growing. So why do I need to cut it in order for it to grow? It's in order for it to grow healthily. Yes, you're
Yeah.
you're blessed that it's going to come out of your head regardless. It's just not gonna stay healthy, I would say.
Yeah. I'm just sort of laughing thinking about, somebody out there that's just like trying a shampoo and they're just still struggling because they're like, why isn't my hair healthy? And it's just like a split just going up and up.
Yes.
That's terrible.
Yes, and, on a million strands, like, and they have all the shampoos. We've tried everything. We've tried expensive. We've tried cheap. We've tried it's all of the things, and none of these products are going to, do the work that a haircut would do.
Yeah. Because my next question was going to say, like, what is loving hard on your hair? And it seems like taking care of your split ends.
Yeah, and then also, like, paying attention to it and learning it, right? You go
Hmm.
to a salon I have people that come and they ask my opinion, not my professional advice, but they ask my opinion about things that are a personal preference, number 1.
Hmm.
It's all about how you wanna look, how you want to, present yourself, and how you wanna wear your hair, um, but also being able to maintain it. Your hair is different from your friend's hair. Your hair is different from your sister's hair. Your hair is different from your mom's, even if it's just by 1 or 2 characteristics, right? So you really have to learn your hair, what makes it happy, what makes it sad, what it can do really quickly, how it can perform if a little more time is put into it. So it's really just about knowing what works for your hair, whether it's your, whether it's your strand type or your porosity level, all of these things are just important in determining which products you should use
Yeah.
or what styles will work best for you. So it's just like this deep dive into everything that is your hair. And again, with a curious type of mentality versus one of tolerance, where you're really just like, okay, well, let me figure out what I can do with this hair that I'm just stuck with. It's like, well, I mean, nobody wants to be just tolerated. Neither does your hair,
Yeah.
So it just really has to be like this just vested curiosity of like, what can you do? Let's see. you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I like that idea of taking like a curious approach versus like those pictures you see of like a black woman who's just so like stressed out about her hair and her hair is all over her head. I
Yeah.
like that idea of like being curious about it.
Yeah. Or even just saying, well, I can't do anything with it. So
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's like, well, baby, now listen.
Yeah. Like that's not true.
At all. And the world is looking and thinking that you are crazy and unkept,
Yeah.
you
Yikes.
know?
I would want anybody to think I'm crazy and unkept.
Right. And the thing is, you're not, but you having a bad hair day.
Right.
So that's how it comes off.
Speaking of curiosity, social media is full of hair advice. And How can people tell the difference between helpful information and advice they should probably leave on the internet?
Hmm. I don't do much by the way of social media.
Yeah.
But I do understand that it is a place of comfort for so many people. It is a place of curiosity as well.
Yeah.
I think that one thing that I tell my clients whenever they are exploring videos is to take the advice from the video that the hair looks like yours when it's wet. If
Okay.
her hair does not look like your hair wet, that's not the video for you. Whatever
Okay.
she does, whatever product she use, the truth of the matter is that's what works for her hair and her texture, right? And there's a huge chance, right, that these things I mean, if she gives you 5 products, sure, you could use all 5 of them. You just won't have the same experience, benefits, and results that, that she had if your hair just requires something different. Maybe you need something that's thicker, maybe you need something that's thinner. There are different variables, so it's kinda like the starting point is like, yeah, make sure that the textures the textures match, you
Yeah.
know?
That's really
And
good
then
advice.
yeah, and then also doing your own research about the products as they are mentioned to you and use them as directed. Because that's
Okay.
another thing that we kind of, we spend a lot of money on products and we overuse or misuse a lot of products. So
Yeah.
it's also just really, learning how to use the products the way that they're being, displayed in the video. And I mean, I don't think that it's a bad thing to take advice. Just don't come and sit in my chair and tell me after I tell you something as a hair care professional, well, TikTok said.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me what TikTok said. And a lot of times I've seen videos where the people will say, "I am not a hairstylist. I do not have a license. This is what I do to my hair." Those are the best videos to me
Yeah.
because they're just telling you what I found, right? And this is not law. This is my opinion.
What's one hair myth you wish would disappear forever?
That you don't need to that you don't need your ends trimmed. It's like
Yeah.
it needs to die. Like I think it is the running is the biggest misconception is there is no need for haircuts at all. I
Yeah.
mean, because like, we have spiritual you got your grandmother, you got your daddy, you got biblical stuff that is kinda like, "You are not supposed to cut your hair," and
Yeah.
scientifically, you are.
Yeah. Believe in science.
Believe in science.
I used to be like that, didn't trim my hair, didn't know. It wasn't, being consistent, especially when I became natural. Like, I feel like before I came to you, I didn't realize that folks with natural hair went to the salon because YouTube just made it seem like, oh, you're natural. Now you have to take care of it yourself. Or maybe going to the salon is like a special occasion, not like how you have clients who have like standing weekly appointments, to come in and get their hair done. I'm like, oh my gosh. Cause when I had permed hair where weaves, like I would be in the salon like every week to
Yeah.
maintain that. And for some reason, it seemed like when you went natural, you're supposed to be like out here by yourself. But
Yeah, and that's another reason why I try to stick mostly to natural hair
yeah.
because I love the movement. I wish it was just like a way of life. I love that like the young girls now are growing up natural. They're seeing their moms natural. They're embracing natural. If you like a process to your hair, I'm not saying that it is a bad way to go, but I think that there are tons of spaces for you to do all of the chemical treatments, and there are limited spaces. I hear so many horror stories of people that say, "I went to a stylist, she told me she can do natural hair. It was terrible." And so I think that it is important because it does take a little bit more time and patience. And so I do think that there needs to be a space specifically for natural hair.
Yeah. It would what do you think if, like, if there was a natural hairstylist, like, mixed in with, people who are getting perms and stuff? It makes it seem like maybe it would encourage folks. I mean, obviously, you just said do whatever you want with your hair that makes you feel good, but I wonder if it would, like, make folks think like, "Hmm, maybe I should try wearing my hair natural."
You know, I think yes, it definitely would, encourage them to wear their hair. I think it would go both ways
Yeah,
because at the same time, I have natural Easters, baby, that are struggling, and they come in and they say, "Listen, I am about to get a relaxer." And I say
yeah,
to them, "Sugar, bless your heart, you won't get it here."
yeah.
Now now that's what's not gonna happen. I wish you all the best, but I will not be putting any relaxer in anyone's hair ever. It just won't happen.
Yeah,
The most process that I, am open to doing at this point is really, like, color. Keratins are okay, but relaxers are just not my thing. Um and I don't want to promote them. I will style someone that is relaxed.
mhm,
Just like the process of actually putting that chemical, I'm totally and I have done it in the past, but I've been natural for, I don't know, well over 25 years before it was even like a movement, if you will.
yeah,
Um, but But yeah, I do think that we can both sides can be encouraged because the thing about relaxed hair is it kinda takes out the fullness and just it doesn't allow you to see what those curls can do. And I
yeah,
think sometimes people that are relaxed or going through the transition, they're motivated when they see a full head of curly hair that used to be relaxed. Because that's the thing, we all were relaxed at a point,
yeah,
well, not
yeah,
all. I use the term loosely, all, but so it's like when you see people with this hair with all of this just juice and density that relaxer takes out, it
mm,
does give you hope for your transition, and it is
yeah.
a transition.
Sharita, what's been one of, like, your proudest moments as a hairstylist, as an educator, business owner?
I think just like successful maintenance,
Mm,
they kinda tell you that, you have all of this time in starting a business before it can be successful, and, um I have been blessed with, like, amazing clients. Like, I guess I'm just proudest of my clients that kinda stick to it,
mhm.
that are crushing it in their industry. They're showing up natural in all of the boardrooms and all of the places with all of the different, cultures and colors, and they're wearing it proudly, because it looks good, right? And
Yeah,
because that's something that they don't have to worry about. Like, I can literally take that worry from them right off the table, right?
yeah,
And they can trust me. Like, so many people sit in my seat and they have their laptops. They working on what they working on. I'm working on them. They don't even have to care about their hair. They don't have to worry about it because they trust me, and I'm just proudest of just, the success that I've had and just being able to maintain, staying busy, um, and not even having to do 5 different things in order to, just be happy in my own life,
yeah,
but just the longevity and just having women to support, and just stick to it, like and just really they've just tapped in ways that I have a great support system from my clients, and I
yeah.
think probably that's probably what makes me the proudest mama is
Yeah.
is
And
all my
that's
natural Easters. Yeah.
yeah, and I feel like even thinking about, like, being under the steamer, maybe, like, another clients come in, you're right, like, everybody you have, like, such a breadth of clients from, like, it could be, like, some type of, like, blue collar job or, like, maybe of, like, being a bus driver up to, like, Supreme Court justice, like, people who are, like, in legal professions, like, it's
Yes.
all across the board, and I think it even, like, that's the whole point of, like, wearing your hair, your natural hair in, like, corporate spaces and public spaces. You can be a natural, like, a natural who waits tables, you could be a natural hair lawyer, a doctor,
Yeah.
all across the board comes through there, you
Yes.
know? It makes me sorta wanna be, nosy with your clients, like, "Why excuse me, what do you do?" It could be like 'cause everybody you hear them talking to you, you're like, "Wow, what a wow, job." They're talking like, "Oh, yeah, this happened today or this happened today," and it's, like, all across the board of, like, all these different professions. So it must be pretty cool, like, you get to hear all these different conversations in your day from all these different backgrounds.
Yes, yes, and it is, it's amazing, and sometimes I have to be careful, like, some of my clients that are MDs,
Mhm.
you have to be careful with the doctors and the lawyers because
Yeah.
as soon as people find out what they do, they have all the questions, and I love that my ladies, like, mingle. I remember one time I had a client that was a property manager, and
Mhm.
he had somebody that kept calling off work, and she found out that one of my clients that she was being styled with was the ER doctor,
Oh,
and she was like, "Oh, I have a question. My client keeps bringing me these doctor statements for, I don't know, strep throat or something like that." And she was like, "Should I be taking this serious?" Like, she was she was really asking this lady in the chair, "Do doctors ever?" Right? I was like, "See, this why I didn't I was like, "I'm sorry, you let her know." This why I don't tell people what other people do. I love the networking, but I don't want anybody to be bothered when they're off work trying to relax. Now you got them trying to get free medical advice. You got to go pay that lady. You got to go get on her schedule and pay that lady.
oh my gosh, did she tell her? Did she give her advice?
She definitely did.
That's really
She
nice.
did. She did. I don't remember what the response was, but she really got into it, for her. And those type of conversations just now, every time they see each other, right? They the bestest friends in the salon
Right. It's like,
because of this conversation.
oh my gosh. I love that. Just like running a business and like being an entrepreneur, what has been like a lesson you've learned that has surprised you?
I think that I have found out all of my best qualities
Mhm.
and all of my worst qualities have been
Mm.
exposed behind that chair.
Okay.
Right. Whether it is, I've had clients who've had issues that have taken their hair out and,
Oh,
they're in the chair crying, and I've had people that are abusing the space and I have to go into a totally different mode in order to redirect an offensive situation. So in those moments, I think it has just it's just shown me, like I said, just both sides. I learned how to just communicate better and conflict resolutions. And then also it's the things where you have an experience with the person. And I have very few. That's another thing that I'm very proud of. Like, I don't have all of these crazy instances of an irate or, oh my God, it's been as little as what I can count on one hand.
yeah.
Right. But there's always something that you can take away from how you handle things.
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, I didn't really start doing hair until I was well into my 30s professionally
Hmm.
because when I was younger, my experiences with women weren't positive. And so I said to myself, I would never be in an industry where I would have to just deal with nothing but women all day
Yeah.
long. It was like, oh, we're not doing this, right?
Yeah.
But, you grow and, you develop and you find out that this is an environment that you can cultivate to fit you and you'll get what you give, right? If you give people something positive and great, they'll give you positive and great.
Yeah.
And so I think that I've learned the most, like just about myself and how to course correct sometimes, how to be a better professional, a better stylist. Um, it's just helped to sculpt a lot of my adulthood, if you will.
Yeah. What advice do you give to other young stylists, that are coming up?
Ooh, customer service is the most important part of a business.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think that we think that just being able to be great at doing hair is all that's required. And I would caution them that there are tons of mediocre stylists that stay booked and busy because they have great customer service.
Yeah.
And there are amazing, like talented, very creative stylists that cannot keep a consistent clientele because their customer service is deplorable.
Wow.
So I think that it is the main thing that needs to be kind of tapped into right alongside with the talent part of it. It's just making sure that, you take care of people in a way that you want to be taken care of as a customer. Not like they need you. You want to be cute, you need me, you'll sit here and let me do and treat you however
Yeah.
in order to be cute later. you know?
Yeah.
On the flip side is the thing of just like clients understanding that it's partnership. Their stylist is not the help, if you will.
Yeah.
Respecting their time and, treating them well, you'll get a good response from it?
Yeah, for sure. I was gonna ask, like, how would one even learn customer service? But I feel you answered it by just treating others how you would wanna be treated.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and then, hey, read a book, baby.
Yeah.
But so many, other I mean, even if you've had a job before, before you were a hairstylist, like any place that you have had to just use decent common courtesies, you know?
Yeah.
Respecting people's time, relaying proper information, it's just important that there's clear lines of communication and comfortability,
Yeah.
especially in natural hair, because it is a little time consuming. It can be, sometimes even painful for clients. So
Mhm.
you need to just have a good balance about comfort. And so I just think that having good customer service means that you'll have good energy in the room in general to just really, yeah, to just really kind of, make it a good experience for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody, for sure. Looking ahead, what's next for you and Golden Tresses?
I don't know. Like I've been thinking hard about that. Um I'm trying to imagine, the typical retiring age of 65. I'm kinda like, I don't know that I could be standing behind a chair, um, at 65. Um, I think that well, my plan had always been to just go into education full
Mhm.
time. Um, so right now, if push comes to shove, I definitely would just lean more into spreading what I know to
Yeah.
the up and coming. Um, I've kinda dabbled in, like, hairlines in
Oh,
terms of,
okay.
like, the weave.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily do have a full service for weaves, but
Mhm.
I do support it. I love me a good weave, so,
Yeah.
um, just leaning into just the product side of it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily from a standpoint of products that you can actually use, like the sprays and things, but just different, like, I really hate that I dropped the ball on that satin roller thing. Like,
Oh, man, yeah.
I dropped the ball on the satin roller. It's like, why didn't I think of that? So,
Yeah.
it's just finding the next best thing that would kinda make it just easier for people to be more interested in going natural.
Yeah, yeah. That's so nice. A satin roller. Yeah, I know, there's always I have a friend who always has, like, these ideas, and then He thinks about it, and the next thing you know, it's out in the world, and he's just like, "Ugh, why
Yeah.
didn't I, like, move on that?"
Yes.
'Cause then you
And
see, like, everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's, like, the best thing," you know, and, like, people going crazy are, like, those satin hoods that those, like,
yes,
Hair Bella, like, I bought one of
just
those for my
simple.
friend just for and she was, like, screaming up and down.
Yes.
She was like, oh my god, my mom wants one, everybody's asking about it," like, she's just freaking out, and it's like, wow, it's really a hood with, like, matching colored satin inside of it.
Yes, because it's the revelation. It's the
Yeah,
revelation of how many of us have been pulling out our hair by fabrics that we need every day
yeah.
in order to cover our bodies. Meanwhile, it's been eating at your hair, keeping it straight above your shoulders. Like you cannot so it's like, yes, it's the simplest things that you like, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I feel like we should have a Golden Tresses, like, pillowcase holder that you can keep in your car in case you spend the night at somebody's house. Be like, "I'm gonna
Ooh,
run to my car, I'll be right
yes.
back."
I'll be right. Yes. Yes. Look, thanks for that.
Yeah. Right. We're taking pre-orders right now.
Yes, we don't have to partner on that, but I gotta give you I gotta give you the
Yeah.
credit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know, Sharita, you're such a talented, kind, and gifted professional. I feel so lucky that you are my hairstylist. I get so many compliments all the time, and I've learned so much. As we're recording this, I still have the twist in that you did a long time ago in my head. It's starting now to like fuzz to like pick out, which I know, which I've learned coming from you, where it's like, no, 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 don't take this out 3 days later. Like, wear this until you really look like you've been playing outside. And then you could take it out.
Yeah, and get ready.
Yeah.
And get ready.
Yeah. But outside of someone, listening, just booking an appointment with you, how can people support you and your work?
You know, right now, yes, the booking would be the best form of support, but
Yeah.
also just really, again, I want the girlies to just pour into this hair, love on this hair. It's
Yeah.
okay for you to do your weaves, it's okay for you to do your braids, but learn how to love yourself the most when you're looking at the hair that God gave you,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's like that is the more natural girls that are floating around, the more opportunities I have to do this until until I'm 65.
Right. It's like, help Sharita by keeping your hair natural, cutting your split ends so people could say, "Oh, I wanna be natural too."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay, we want this to spread like a plague, okay?
Yeah.
But in a good way.
Yeah, right, exactly, a plague of natural hair.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Oh my gosh, Sharita, how fun it's been to have you on Nosy AF. Is there
Oh.
anything else that you think we need to say before we call our conversation complete?
Well, I just wanna say that I thank you and I appreciate you for
Yeah.
all of your support. I've been doing your hair for some time now, and you always come in with positive energy and jovial. You're always friendly. I do. I have been blessed by just just your glow, you
Oh,
know?
thank you.
Like, you like a gentle giant,
Oh,
you
thank you.
come in and but there is, like, literally just a level of comfortability,
Mm.
that people experience whenever other women are in the room with you. They always remember you.
Oh, that's so nice.
They they do, they always remember you from whatever
Mm.
conversation we have or, um, and And yeah, so I really do. I thank you. I thank you for your invitation. I thank you for
Yeah,
just, allowing me to speak my piece on this platform. I get chatty, baby.
I
It's,
love it.
you know,
Yeah.
I could go on and on and on. But I mean, I just thank you for not treating me like the help.
Well, you certainly are not that. You are changing lives
I'm
and
trying.
maintaining keeping us all jazzy out here and healthily jazzy, if healthily is a
Hopefully.
word.
Yeah, that is what we're trying to do. And I thank
Yes.
you for your referrals, like, you
Yeah.
know, you send people. I've serviced your mom.
Yup.
Yes, that was a good time too. So, yeah, I am happy to be here. I am happy to, help with the struggle, and I'm happy to help it not be considered the struggle. Maybe that's
Right.
the other thing I wanna work on, it not being the struggle.
Yeah. Seriously.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, folks can book you through your Booksy link, goldentresses.booksy.com,
Yes.
but it'll all be in the show notes and everything too. So thank you
Yes,
so
yes.
much.
I appreciate you.
Before we end, as soon as Charita and I concluded this recording, she hit me back and was like, "Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to say this."
It was just that I want women of color to be less cautious about questions about our hair from, like, other ethnicities. Um, our hair is great, and it is noteworthy, and people are genuinely, like, intrigued, and, I mean, rightfully so. And, yes, sometimes you may have to redirect or inform, sure, when necessary, but not all interest is coming from a place of negativity or, like, mockery. You know, people are genuinely interested in how we're able to create the things that we do with our hair.
That concludes another episode of Nosy AF, 31 Days of Black Business. I'm your host and friend, Stephanie Graham. I hope you took something away from today's conversation and had a good time hanging with us. Be sure to check out the show notes to learn more about today's guest and consider supporting their work. You know how it goes, whether you're making a purchase, hiring them, or simply spreading the word. Listen, who doesn't love a referral? It truly all makes the difference. Quick thank yous go out to Queen Lex and Freddie Bam Bam for the Nosy AF theme music, and Emma McGolrick, who hooked me up with the cover art and branding. Shout out to the partners and supporters for this series. You could check them out in the show notes as well. Super grateful for a partner. Hello. That's the show, friends. Until tomorrow, stay curious and take care. Bye.